Monday, January 21st, 2020. I'm going to recap my day trade, my early day trade. I'll probably still look for a late day trade. But a lot of China stocks, based on the new virus going on around there, are sending a lot of China stocks down. You see this TCOM used to be C-Trip, I think the symbol was, but this is a China stock, and you could see it dropped big time due to the news, because I guess there've already been like 7 deaths or something like that in China, and I think maybe Japan. So it's been an issue. Airline stocks are kind of hurting because of it, because it might hurt travel, as well as you can look at the gambling stocks, because a lot of the casinos are hurting because you don't want to go to a casino and start touching things that a bunch of people have touched, especially if it's in the area of where these outbreaks are happening. So a lot of movement because of that, but there has been some up movement for some stocks, and I took AMD early this morning, and I broke my rules. And I've been meaning to try and really stick to my rules because so far I've been pretty successful with these early day trades, but I usually will back out of the trade before it has a chance to really run. So just based on the fact that I'm not used to day trading early day trades, but I could show you what I did and how I kind of screwed it up. So AMD is on my radar. You can see obviously it's moved up. I don't know why, but it wasn't in my pre-market scanners. It didn't pop up in any pre-market scanners, but MU did, and sometimes AMD and MU move together. They're both semiconductors. So I just put AMD up on my list just because I've been tracking it lately. I put an arrow right here in the pre-market. I almost got in before the open because it had a nice move up. It was moving nice and smooth, basically in the pre-market. Not a ton of movement, but enough. And it was above VWAP. I didn't get in, and then I had this big burst at the first 1 minute candle. So I was kind of annoyed because I could have taken advantage of that right away. But then I waited to see what the second candle did. It held made a new higher high and a higher low. So I got in at the third candle at the 9:32. I got in at 51.27, and I quickly got out some at 51.42 for a 15-cent gain. Then this pullback kind of got me out. So it moved up a little bit more, came close to my first target area, which was 51.54. But I didn't hit it, and then I had a red candle, and then another red candle coming down, and it got me nervous. I should have just moved my stop up to, just a little bit up to, because my stop was in this range, 31.15. I said if it hits that area, then I'll probably get out. Should have just moved my stop up just slightly to VWAP, because you can see here it bounced off VWAP. Then it moved up. It finally hit my first target, consolidated, hit my second target, hit my third target, and now it's just kind of consolidating again. Could be done, could have another run later, but I missed a good move because it went all the way up to 51.80, and I got in at 51.27. So I missed a pretty decent move there. Whenever I get a 50-cent run at least on a trade, and it hits this is my 3R or 2R, 3R, and 4R. It hit my 4R and it went up over 50 cents. So that was a move I really could have used to start the week, and I blew it because I get nervous. I back out of these trades, and then this happens. There's occasionally I get out of it before it crashes, but I've been keeping track. That's one thing you should always catalog everything you do. The number of times that I get out early before it hits my stop, and before, like I usually say in about 30 minutes. If 30 minutes has gone by and the stock hasn't moved the way I thought it would, it hasn't kind of gradually started moving up or taken a surge up, then I'm free to get out at that point. But I gotta wait at least 30 minutes. Obviously here I did not do that. I didn't even wait 5 minutes. And it cost me. So really, that's the thing. You gotta let your winning trades run, and you gotta stick to your rules. These are bad habits to have if you're a day trader, because these successful kind of trades will cost you. And really, at this point, I've had a lot of success with these early day trades, especially with the semiconductors at the open. I've been identifying these moves pretty well. I've had a couple losses, but for the most part, since December, I've had a lot of success with these. So I should just let it run. I should put an automatic sell at my first target for like half my shares, and then gradually move my stop up as it goes. But I took a little bit out here, which this isn't a horrible move to partial out here because of how it's kind of moving up pretty strong here. because it could always quickly come down, and I thought that's what was going to happen here. It was going to come down and then become red for the day. But it really, this wasn't the problem. This was the problem, just getting out at a little above break even, because I didn't want to lose any money on this trade. The other thing is I could have gotten back in. Once I saw this bounce off VWAP, I could have gotten right back in at 51.36. I have trouble doing that, retrading stocks that I've already traded, because I'm just afraid of turning a positive gain, which even though this was not great, it was still a positive, 15 cents on half my shares, still enough to make me some money. Even though it was a positive trade, I was afraid of it turning red and then I get screwed out. But I could have gotten in right here, even right here after this bottoming tail, taking it at 51.39, because it still went up to 51.81 basically, and that would have been a decent gain. So I got to learn to stick to my rules and avoid these bad habits, because bad habits will end up costing you. And quite frankly, looking at the number of trades I've taken in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the market opening for the last month plus, if I had just sold everything at my first target and done nothing unless it hit my first target or it came back and hit my stop, I'd be in a good position right now. But I get a little nervous, I partial out, and then I bail on it when it starts to move the wrong way. Lessons, day by day, you learn a little bit more about day trading, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll see what happens the rest of the day. I have stuff going on in the afternoon, so I might not enter any more trades, because I'll have to exit them probably by like the 1 o'clock hour, which is not ideal if it looks like a stock that might end up running. So I might not enter anything. I might just paper trade a little bit or look for some swing trades. So that's it. Good luck. Hope everybody traded well early in the day, better than I did. And stick to your rules and let your winning trades run.